So in case you guys don't know, there's a clip of Bonnie going around right now where she admits to fucking a 16-year-old child when she's 18. And the internet doesn't give a fuck. And the reason why I find that interesting is when CallMeCarson did the exact same thing, and he was 19, and he fucked a 17-year-old that he was in a relationship with, everybody lost his mind, and he lost his career. The internet is okay when a woman does it, but when a man does it, it's a problem. I want to talk about CallMeCarson, and this is a video explaining all of the atrocities and wrongdoings in an unbiased perspective that happened to this guy. I haven't seen this, but a video clarifying that only got 1.5 thousand views for one of the largest Minecraft YouTubers ever, which is very interesting. So I wanted to go over this, and I want to try to be as unbiased as possible because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the situation was worse, but let's see it. Let's talk about it. Let's find out.
Carson King, known as CallMeCarson on the internet, is a well-known YouTube figure that created his channel back in 2012.
Sure.
Most of you know who he is, but to give a quick backstory, he was 13 at the time he started his YouTube channel, but it wouldn't pick up steam until 6 years ago, in 2018. Jesus, 2018 was 6 years ago, where he would switch the focus from gaming to funny moments type of content.
Gaming? Rid of it. I don't like it. Funny moments. I'm sorry, gaming.
So what made him successful, and how did he grow such a large audience in that relatively short amount of time? Well, let's take a look. But before we do, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one, and leave a like. It helps me out a ton, and it only takes a second.
This is a very well-made video for only having 1.5 thousand views.
Thank you.
Also, I've never watched CallMeCarson. I'm above the age of 12.
Back to the video. In 2018, he started uploading content that was him and his friends reacting to various things like DeviantArt, yearbook quotes, or cursed images. I meant to say DeviantArt. I don't know why I said DeviantArt, but I'm not doing that take again. React content,
I can tell that English is your second language. That's okay.
was beginning to pick up pace around that time, or rather, it was the popular thing to do. But instead of following the formula, he switched it up a bit by reacting to things with 5 of his friends. Well, actually 4 and him, but you know, watching them felt like you were there with them. You know, those 2 AM Discord conversations you have with the boys when everything is funny and you're just...
So that's why people like it. Because people were fucking lonely during that time and they just wanted to feel like they were a part of something social. That makes sense. I get that. I understand for a lot of people, their life is, I live alone in a box, or I live with my parents and I hate it. I just need social interaction. I just need to have something to not make me feel miserable. I think that's perfectly fine. I think it's sad that people have to watch that. And I feel like it's sad that people live in that reality. But I understand a need for that type of content because this world is a lonely place. It absolutely is.
having a good time.
I mean, even me. I'm a 32-year-old man and I've just given up on making friends. So like, dude, I'll just chill on my fucking Discord and talk to like my community for a little bit. Because God, I like... Do I want to go out and actually talk to people?
Yeah, it was that as a video. The formula worked. Video after video, they were all bangers. And now they sit around or above 5 million views each.
Damn!
That was definitely a great indicator that his channel was going in the right direction. I call that the honeymoon phase of a channel. The views are great, everyone is enjoying the content, and nothing can go wrong. Or can it? He kept uploading React content, but he also did something that was similar, like his Fiverr, Discord, and TikTok videos. However, it would all change when he entered a game show called the Rachelor, also known as Lover Host. The game basically is a spin-off of The Bachelor, where a group of men or women compete against each other for a single man or woman.
Okay.
In this case, Carson was the star of the show. Just the Minx, better known as Minx, and Katerino were in the finals, and Carson had to make...
Dude, Minx is such a stupid alcoholic. I've never met someone more schizophrenic than that woman. That woman claimed that she lived with me for years. Guys, I met her one time outside of a Mizkif party for 30 seconds. Unironically, fucking insane. I've streamed my entire life and all of my roommates and all of my houses besides this one for 8 years. And before that, I lived in Canada. So with a wife, right? Hallucinated that we lived together. But the fact that this chick has a platform still when it's a documented she is a dangerous, unmedicated schizophrenic. Hey, me too. Praying to God Minx can't have any guns.
Make a decision on who to eliminate. He chose to eliminate.
Pretty sure Rich tried to fix her at one point. You can't fix mental illness. You can't. You can't fix autism. You can't fix mental illness. You can't fix none of that shit. Find you a girl that doesn't need fixing and your life will be so happy.
Minx and Katerino ended up winning the show. Or rather, Carson, as she chose love.
Twitter superstar has chosen is
Wait.
Katerino! Congratulations!
To explain that real quick, if a person chooses host and they get picked, they get hosted by Raj with all the viewers watching the show pouring into that person's stream. On the other hand, if they choose love, they end up going on a date, and I put date in parentheses here, with that person. Basically, they make some content together whilst alluding to a potential relationship. So, why does that matter? Well, that's because this would be the first
weird ass parasocial concept, but I see why people would have liked it. You know what I'm saying? I see why people would like that, but my God, is that parasocial. Holy fuck.
major drama Carson would find himself
So far, I've seen Carson do absolutely nothing wrong.
in. You see, not long after the game show, Katerino and Carson would interact with each other, even making IRL content together, and they seemed like they were getting close to one another, to the point where the entire internet thought they were together. However, all of a sudden, Fitz and Carson would stop talking to each other and they unfollowed each other. Carson would also stop uploading and no one knew what was happening. Fans began to speculate on what had happened and Carson would confirm their suspicions on a now deleted Reddit post. Basically, Katerino hooked up with Fitz behind his back, and that obviously hurt Carson, even though they weren't
Sure, when you think you're dating with somebody who thinks, you think that someone's with you, and then they someone behind your back, he has every right to be hurt by that. Okay. I've yet to see Carson do anything wrong right now.
officially together, she led him on and betrayed his trust. What's interesting is that Fitz was not the only one. She hooked up with 5 different individuals in a short span of time, and the icing on the cake was the fact that she had a boyfriend this whole time.
Katerino 5 other people while they had a boyfriend? Well, I didn't know that. I was very kind to Katerino, and yeah, well, I wish I wasn't. That's fucking crazy.
Boyfriend was someone who wasn't an internet personality, so little is known
Like that's turbo levels of slut.
about him. As you can imagine,
I'd be like, you or Asmund, why would you want to spend any time with these people? So when you first get into the streaming world, it's fun. It's exciting to meet these people in your workplace. And then you realize you hate all your coworkers and your boss is a retard, right? That's essentially the Twitch experience. So yeah, it's fun at first, and then you realize they're all shit. It's a shame. Once the mask comes off, man, it's rough.
as soon as the news hit, the internet went crazy. She was under a lawyer.
I was stupid for thinking that I could be friends with these people. And that's a reason why I've been able to keep my audience for so long, is that all you guys know how good I was to these people and how quick they were to stab me in the back was shocking. Everybody knows how good I was to these people, and they completely fucked me. It was disgusting.
Of attack because of what she did. In her apology, she didn't really seem all that sorry and blamed it all on her dissociating and feeling like a passenger in her body. The internet, of course.
Sorry for fucking 5 people while having a boyfriend. I disassociated and had a little bit of anxiety. Hello? Hello? Guys? Hello?
Clowned on her even more.
I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I was processing command.
I think the reason she became so hated is in the aftermath, really. When talking about the situation on the internet or with other streamers, she would purposefully avoid or leave out key details of the story to show her in a better light. Because of that, her channel took a nosedive and never really recovered. Her YouTube is inactive for 2 years now.
Can't relate. My YouTube channel fucking popping off right now. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing.
And even though she streams on Twitch, she averages around 70 viewers. It's not a small amount, but definitely a far cry from...
Let's double check. My God, she took a nosedive. From 1,000 viewers, 6,000 viewers to averaging 70. Oh my God. Karmic justice. Oh, finally a woman suffers consequences for their actions. God damn.
What once was. Carson, on the other hand, felt bad that he had exposed her and apologized for doing something immature like that out of spite. And the general internet took it pretty well. I mean, when you look at the situation objectively, she was wrong for doing that, yes. Was it a rude thing to do? Yes. But was it illegal? No. Compared to the other
very fair take, and I appreciate the unbiased perspective.
Dramas like what EDP, Dr. Disrespect, or now Ava Tyson did,
Okay, I want to say this as well. Did Dr. Disrespect cheat on his wife? Yes. Has there been any proof that anything illegal has happened yet? No. So I want to keep that very fair, and I like keeping it very fair. And I know that's bad to say publicly, but I like keeping it fair. There is no proof at all that Dr. Disrespect did anything illegal yet. So let's not compare the two, okay? Ava Tyson, sure, go for it. I mean, they're trans. That's about the worst thing you can do. And then EDP, yeah, that guy got caught on camera talking to minors, right? With the plan to go f them. We never saw anything like that from Dr. Disrespect. We saw people alluding to it, and then it was never released. So, and he won his lawsuit, he won his settlement versus Twitch. And they paid him out in full, which they had the right to terminate without pay if he was in violation of the contract, and they weren't able to do that. And those are the facts. So let's just pump the brakes here real quick.
So to have her career ruined over it seems like a bit of an overkill. I'm sure Carson realized that, and that was the reason he felt so guilty. Nevertheless, this was just the beginning of what's yet to come. You probably know that Carson was a part of Lunch Club, a YouTuber group that consisted of
No idea.
Schlatt, Carson, Slimesicle, Travis, Ted Nivison, C-Scoop, and Hugbox. Things were looking up. He kept uploading his usual content until something unexpected happened. His friend, Travis and Hugbox, would appear on Drama Alert and voice their concerns about Carson. They would explain how Carson told them he used to text underage fans, but he was done with it and is trying to be a better person. But the problem with that is he started doing it again, and this time they felt the need to take action and prevent it from happening again. This is something every member of Lunch Club knew, and they would all start speaking up about it after the video dropped. Some even took federal action to look into the incident. Interestingly enough, when the full story came out, there was a distinct divide amongst fans. Some thought it was not that big of a deal, and others demanded legal action be taken against him. Here's the short retelling.
Okay, let's hear it.
Carson was texting a 17-year-old with messages sometimes being inappropriate, but he was 19 at the time. So some people thought calling him a P-word was going a bit too far.
Yeah, obviously. 19 and 17 is not a big deal. The internet will pretend it's a big deal, but I had the exact same stance with Bonnie. If she was 18 and the dude was 16, I don't care, right? Now it gets to the point where if Bonnie was 22, right? If it was 22 and 16, that's a problem. We don't know when it was. Now, she said she was 18, but we've seen no proof of that whatsoever, right? But I won't give a fuck. If it's 18, 16, don't care. 19, 17, don't care. Within 2 years, stop acting like this shit's pedophilic. Just stop. Straight up. They're going to the same fucking high school at that point. 19 and 17 ain't a big deal. 18 and 16 ain't a big deal. Guys, I hate to break the news to you. I dated a 17-year-old when I was 18 too. Oh my God. Oh my God. People need to stop acting like when someone's 17, they're like an infant. And the moment they turn 18, they're a full grown ass adult who served in Vietnam. But yeah, and when I was 17, I dated a 16-year-old and we grew up together. And then we broke up, but that got involved with like drug money and the cartel. It got messy. But yeah, nah. If Carson got canned for this shit, that's crazy. Now, once again, I don't think Bonnie did anything wrong if it was 18 and 16. But the problem is, I've seen a lot of people say she was actually 23. I am still waiting. on the verdict of that. But 2-year age gap, that ain't nothing. Feel free to tell me why I'm wrong, though.
This would cause Lunch Club to fall apart, and Carson would go off the grid. he left all
People are acting like seniors don't date sophomores in high school. Like, people are acting like seniors don't date juniors. Like, guys, come on.
social media and was not heard or seen for a year. But that would all change on August 26, 2021, where he would upload a video titled Moving Forward, where he says he will donate all of his channel earnings of that year to charity and explains how he does not want
Seniors dating freshmen is weird? Oh, I agree. I agree. Right. It is weird. But you have to understand, it's not illegal, right? There's this thing called the Romeo and Juliet clause, where as long as it's within 3 and 4 years, it's completely legal in that state, right? Now, you can disagree with it. You can call it weird. You absolutely can call it weird. But to call someone a pedophile over that, we're kind of watering down that word, guys. Let's calm down. Now, once again, if I was a senior, I would never date a sophomore or a freshman. I would date a junior, though. As a senior in high school, a junior, no big deal. Doesn't matter. It's literally a 1 grade difference. Who gives a fuck?
to make his side of the story video, but instead do something positive.
People got to stop saying people who do weird shit are predators or pedophiles or criminals, right? Just call them weird, say it's weird and you disagree with their lifestyle. Stop calling them criminals.
The video was well received with 416,000 likes
There you go.
compared to 43,000 dislikes.
There you go.
Now the biggest question was, how would he move forward? The community he built was revolved around his 4 friends hanging out in Discord and their interactions. How can he make videos like he used to when those people do not wish to interact with him anymore?
He needed to find new friends.
Well, let me introduce you to Gavin, Matt, Loki, Joey, and Nico. They would be the new reoccurring guests on his channel, and the audience response to them was quite positive. I think most people just wanted to see Carson back after what they deemed a pointless drama, and the views reflected that. Sure, he wasn't pulling 2+ million views on each and every video, but he was keeping a positive 500,000-ish views. Considering how many big names cut ties with him, I'd say that is pretty impressive, and goes to show how Carson has a talent in content making that isn't entirely carried by his former friends. However, even after all this time, the drama still doesn't seem to be over. His former friends allude to there being more than meets the eye, and that he did something much worse than what's made public.
Then why don't they just say it? It's been like 5 years. I mean, dear God. Like, what is possibly delaying them by 5 years?
But for now, it's just word of mouth. Carson can be found on his CallMeCarson live channel, where he uploads every few days, consisting of stream highlights, his main channel, and his Twitch, where he streams, well, when he wants to. Hopefully, I summarized it well and you found the video enjoyable. Tell me how you feel about his situation in the comments below. Do you think he deserves to be cancelled or not? That's all.
No, he doesn't. He did not deserve any of that backlash, and losing an entire friend group probably sucked, but it's a blessing in disguise because f all those people involved. Guys, type 1 if you think a 2-year age gap is weird. Type 2 if you think it's fine. I am genuinely curious. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. My opinion. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. I'm out.